So successfully we have completed network fundamentals. Last Saturday we started our training. Like in day one, introduction to networking and CCNA introduction part is done. On Monday, basics components to form a network started discussing about NIC, media, networking devices. The next IPv4, the next continuation of IPv4 and IPv6, TCP/IP protocol. So layer wise, each and every layer functionalities. So by yesterday we completed network fundamentals. So today we'll start discussing about introduction to routers. In OSI 7 layers, routers comes under which layer? Router is a which layer device? Yes. So if I ask you some points about what is router, what is your answer? Router is layer 3 device. Router is an internetworking device, network layer device. Like it comes under layer 3. Internetworking, interconnection of two or more networks. I mean communication between two or more networks, right? It enables communication between two or more different logical networks. Is a layer 3 network layer device. So it comes from the word route. Like to reach a destination, if you have more than one path, it choose shortest path. Like we call it is routing. IP of the router. So whatever IP address you assign for router, that IP address will be the default gateway for all devices in LAN. Generally, first usable IP address dedicatedly we assign for router. This is R1, router 1. Router 1 LAN port IP address. Say if you have assigned LAN port IP address is 10.0.0.1, first usable IP address, then all LAN users default gateway will be 10.0.0.1. Or you assigned IP address to router is 10.0.0.123, then gateway will be 123. So whatever IP address you assign, IP of router is default gateway for all devices in LAN. When exactly default gateway is required? If a user want to communicate for different network, then default gateway must be assigned. So user is trying to communicate with the same network, then default gateway is not required. So for different network communication, the traffic should go via router. So that router IP is a default gateway. Got it? Point number 2. Type of router. Basically have two types of routers. Software routers and hardware routers. So software routers are Windows Server, Linux Server. These are all software based. Means software routers also can act like a router, but not dedicated routers. Just this option, router options is available, router feature, like enabling communication between different networks like that. But we work with the hardware routers. In hardware routers, there are many vendors in market, like Juniper, Maipu, Multicom, HP. So in international market, one of the leading manufacturing companies, Cisco. There are two type of routers, hardware based, hardware devices, Cisco, Juniper, Multicom, HP, D-Link, Maipu, many more vendors in the market. So we are good. We are getting training on Cisco devices, Cisco routers and switches. Software routers are Microsoft Server, Linux Server. We don't work with the software routers, guys. We work with hardware routers only. Point number 3, functions of router. So router functioning is to reach destination if you have multiple paths. Router find shortest path. We call it is best path selection. This is point number one. Point number two. A router enables communication between two or more different networks. We call it is inter-network communication. Correct? Inter-network communication, best path selection, packet switching. So packet switching means sending IP traffic from one interface, means LAN interface to WAN interface. Think everyone, we know this device, right? So here, two type of ports are available. Have you seen this in blue color? In blue, what type of ports we call it is? LAN ports. And the one which is in gray color, which is internet port. So we call it is WAN port. And remaining ports are LAN ports. Every router must have these two different type of ports, LAN and WAN ports. What is the use of LAN ports? To LAN ports, your end devices are connected. All LAN users are connected to LAN ports. Port number 4, port number 3, port number 2, like this. What about your internet cable? Your ISP cable will to connect to LAN port or WAN port? Connected to WAN port. Now from user traffic is generated. So and so user is opening some traffic, like website. The traffic is generated, the traffic will come to which port? His current to LAN port now. So all the traffic will come to LAN port. What LAN port will do? LAN port will send traffic to WAN port. So this process we called packet switching. The LAN port, WAN port, both are in same router, same device. Within a router only this happening. So packet switching means sending IP traffic from one interface to another interface within a router. Means port number 4 traffic will come to WAN port. Port number 3 traffic will come to WAN port. Port number 2 traffic. Port number like all LAN port traffic will come to WAN port. Now what WAN port will do? So all traffic WAN port it will send to which device? ISP. Means sending traffic from home router, customer router to ISP router. This process we call packet forwarding. So two things here. One is internally means inside the router, LAN port to LAN port or LAN port to WAN port. This is switching, packet switching. And packet forwarding means router to router, sending traffic from one router to another router, means user router to ISP router. This is packet forwarding. This is router function actually. Packet switching and packet forwarding. Best path selection, inter-network communication. These four important points. Clear? Right. Types of router. Point number 4. Types of Cisco router. Since Cisco basically have two type of routers, like fixer router, modular router. Okay. fixed modular router. What is the difference between fixed router and modular router? Consider this is a fixed router. Router 1 is fixed router. R2. Router 2 is a modular router. Router 1 is fixed router. Every router must have two type of ports, LAN and WAN port. Fixed router LAN port is fixed router LAN port type. Call it is AUI port, attachment unit interface, AUI. And this AUI port, its maximum speed is, it's 15 pin, in pin wise is a 15 pin, and maximum speed can support 10 Mbps. So means this LAN port maximum can support 10 Mbps. You want to upgrade, not possible. Why? This port is fixed. It is integrated to motherboard. We cannot remove it to upgrade. So this is a fixed behavior. Fixed router, the port is fixed, integrated to attached to motherboard. If it is not working, we cannot replace the new one. If LAN port is failed, hence we need to replace the new router. Only one LAN port. If it is failed, change complete router actually. But in case of modular router, LAN port types are slot models. So LAN port type will be NIC, RJ45 ports. So RJ45 ports are available in Ethernet, fast Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet. So means 10 Mbps ports, 100 Mbps ports, 1000 Mbps ports. Based upon requirement, we can upgrade, we can change. If your NIC is failed, remove it and replace with a new one. Because it is not attached to motherboard. It is inserted to motherboard. Slot system. You can insert. If you don't want required, you can remove it actually. So can we do in fixed routers? No, it is integrated. It is attached unit interface. It is attached to motherboard. If LAN port is not working, entire motherboard unit to be changed. Got it? And maximum is 10 Mbps. But here we can change to Ethernet, to fast Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet. You can upgrade actually. This is the first difference between fixed router and modular router. Next, WAN ports. WAN ports we call it is serial ports. So maximum number of WAN ports, serial ports for fixed routers are 2 ports. Serial port 0, serial port 1. Maximum number of serial ports are 2 ports only for fixed routers. From serial port 0, we can connect to a branch 1. From serial port 1, we can connect to branch 2. So maximum how many branches we connected from one fixed router? 2 branches, only two WAN ports. But in modular router, so many slots are available. We can insert WAN port 1, WAN port 2, WAN port 3, WAN port 4, WAN port 5. Number of WAN ports we can add. If any one WAN port is not working, we can remove it and we can replace the new one. But here it is attached to motherboard. If serial port 1 is failed, it is not working, entire motherboard have to be changed. Got it? So these are major differences between fixed router and modular router. So anyhow, fixed routers are outdated. So we don't have like in market actually. We are working with modular routers only. So in single line we can say about fixed and modular routers is fixed routers are non-upgradable. Modular routers upgradable based on requirement. It's clear guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then try to find out this device. Is it fixed router or is it modular router?
Fixed router, sir.
How can this is a fixed router?
So there is no modular slots.
There is no slots actually, right? And AUI port we can see, and maximum two serial ports we can see. So it is integrated. It is attached to motherboard. No slot system. Correct, Atul. So it's a fixed router. Now here's it is a modular routers, right?
Yes.
So slot system. You can insert. You can remove. Like this is a modular router. Point number 5. Cisco router categories. Let us say there is one home network. For home network, do you require routers or not? For internet purpose, do you require routers, guys, for home
Yes,
network?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, we need. Okay. There is one small office firm, like 50 to 30 to 50 devices, a small organization, small office. So for all my employees require internet, require router or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And there is one branch office. So when you say branch means there might be a head office also, right? So branch should connect it to head office. Then do you require router or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir,
It's a camp office or head office. Means head office need to be connect multiple branches. Require router or not?
yes.
For home network or small office, for branch office, for head office is all networks. Who will provide internet?
ISPs.
Then ISPs required routers?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Because of ISPs are connecting like thousands of millions of customers. Very huge traffic they need to be maintained. So ISPs also require router. But thing is, what type of router ISP is using? Similar same type of router do you recommend install in homes?
No. No, sir.
No.
No need.
Please.
Like what type of router using head office? So this route is for purpose is what? Head office maintain means head office will maintain only branches, not all customers, not all public customers. But ISPs will maintain office ABC ka customer traffic, office XYZ traffic, like multiple customers traffic and multiple public traffic, all public users. But head office means only this organization traffic has to be maintained. So what is the router using for ISPs? Same type of router do you recommend for head office also?
No.
No. And head office is connecting multiple branches, but branch router will maintain only branch traffic. So what type of router using for head office do you recommend to use in for branches also?
No, sir.
So here different purpose. So different categories are routers are designed actually. So ISP has to maintain very huge traffic. The router should be very high performance. The processing power should be very high. Storage will be very high storage. And ports, LAN ports will be high speed ports. 10 gig ports, 20 gig ports, 30 gig ports. And they maintain multiple power supplies. The router size will be very big size. And price also crores of rupees actually. 1 CR, 1.5 CR. Very high expensive cost. Because ISP has to be maintained. So same type of router they recommend for home networks, no need now. So home network is only small, very small, like hardly 5 to 10 devices traffic you maintain. A basic router like 1000 rupees, 2000 rupees router is good enough. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So Cisco, all Cisco engineers are manufactured majorly three categories. Service providers, you have to maintain millions of customers traffic. Then we are we are giving one type of category router which is suitable for ISP environment. That routers are service provider routers. That is one category. Head office, you have to maintain your all branches traffic, right? Then we design one type of category which is suitable for head office, which we call network edge router, aggregation routers. Branch, you have maintained only your traffic, then we design for to maintain the branch traffic. So Cisco is leading company which will provide manufactured majorly routers to these categories: service providers, head office, and branch office. Then what about for home networks? Have you seen Cisco routers in home?
No, sir.
Generally, we don't see. Like what type of devices we see for home networks?
Dealing.
D-Link, TP-Link, Netgear, right?
Yes, sir.
So these vendors are familiar. These vendors are most market in for home type of. But Cisco commercial enterprises networks will manufacture. So routers, which is like 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs minimum branch routers cost will be around 20, 30 lakhs. So we are going to be learning, configuring how to configure branch type of router. If you know how to configure branch router, head office ISP router also same actually. So majorly three categories in branch Cisco routers: branch router, network edge and aggregation router, service provider router. So how to identify which router is a branch router, which one is a network edge router, which is a service provider router? Means for every branches, I mean every router there is model number series. Based upon the series, we can identify whether it is a branch category or network edge category or ISP categories. 18800 series, 1900, 26, 28, 2900 series is all are comes under branch categories. So routers used by small organization and branch offices: 2811, 2851, 2921, 2611. These all are branch offices. In branch offices, we can see slots are limited: 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3, like limited slots will be there. But modification we can, it's a modular. We can insert, we can remove, we can upgrade. That feasibility will be there. But slots, limited slot, 3, 4 slots only. And processing power will be low processing power. Storage will be low storage. Why? Because this is branch category. This is suitable for branch networks only. Branch office networks only. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, if in the network edge and aggregation routers, here slots are increased. We can get many slots, 1, 2, 3, 4. Many number of slots are available. So in these slots, you want to add, you want to insert WAN ports, yes, or LAN ports, yes. Whatever your requirement, you can insert actually. And high processing power, storage is and port speed, gigabit ports you can get. Fast Ethernet gigabit ports like this. Whereas service provider routers are very high processing speed, 6000 series and 9000 series. So all ports support fiber optic ports, like 10 gig, 20 gig, 30 gig ports. You can see multiple SMPS1, SMPS2, SMPS3, SMPS1 fails. SMPS2 will run. 3 is running. If it is also failed with high availability, this device should not be down. The device should be always up and running. Like very high devices actually. These all are Cisco router categories. Next point, external components of your router.
Sir, one,
Point number 6. Yeah, please.
sir, in branch router, sir, that ports speeds are very low or it's normal port speeds, sir, like in agri.
Port speed you're asking.
Yes, sir.
Fast Ethernet and gigabit ports you can get 100 Mbps or 1000 Mbps ports.
Only means up to only 1 Gbps we will get.
Yeah.
Correct, sir. in aggregate also it's same, or sir it will be
It's not like that, Tarun, how many devices we can connect. See, even if we connect two devices, but each device will generate heavy traffic. So two devices only can connect. Or if we connect 100 devices, but each device generating very less traffic, yes, we can connect 100 traffic, 100 user, 100 device also. So it's not like we can connect only two devices or 30 devices or 40 devices. It depends like how much traffic you are generating. And that traffic we need to be monitored. Whether these ports can be forwarded this many traffic or we need to control the traffic or so the traffic will be generated, then we can upgrade the ports. Like we need to monitor and decide and to extend or I mean upgrade or less the traffic, control the traffic like that. Okay, Tarun. Adil, you're asking something? Yeah, please.
yes sir, in aggregate router sir,
Mm-hmm.
the speed is only 1 Gbps, or we can get that more?
And more than 1 gig ports also for aggregation routers. Yeah, 10 gig ports also.
Okay, that's it.
External components of your router. So what type of components we have in for routers externally? Already we have seen, right?
Monitors
I'll
and
show you
displays.
this one clear picture. So this is one example for 2800 series device. No front view and rear view, like front view and back view. So if you see in front side, the left side top, you can see so which vendor device it belongs to, Cisco. And corner, the right side corner, in the top, same position. And
Facilities.
Cisco, which category it is? Cisco 2800 series. That information. So by seeing the model number, we can find out it is a branch router or network edge router, ISP router. 2800 series means is a branch category. And power socket and power button on and off. And here you can see USB ports, admin ports, which is console port and auxiliary port, and flash card, some LED indications. This is only for 2800 series. If series is changed, then Cisco logo, model number, and this ports, ports, logo, everything same, but position will be changed actually. So power socket you can see in the backside sometime. So this console port and auxiliary port you can see in the backside. Like this is more this example only for 2800 series. You don't think so? Every router has the same position. Okay, different model number, different. Next, the backside you can see these ports are LAN ports. Each port is fast Ethernet port. Let me zoom it a little bit. Yeah, you can see now. FE0/0, FE0/1. So two ports. First port 00. FE means fast Ethernet port. So each port can support 100 Mbps ports. And these are the slots. The slots. Remove this plate, and you can add or insert LAN port or WAN port. Is giving some instructions. You can read it. Do not install interface cards with power applied. So when power is on, so don't insert or remove your slots. I mean cards, LAN card or WAN card. The best practice is power off the device and you can add or you can remove. Okay. So four slots are available for this model. An interface on the router is three type of. Commonly, we can see three type of interfaces. Means ports in any router. In any router, three type of ports must be there. Any category, any vendor. If it is a router, means there must be three type of interfaces. LAN interface. Interface is nothing but port. WAN interface, admin interface. So these three interfaces must for any device, any router, any category router, any vendor router. The three must be there actually. LAN interface used to connect local network means
Switches
to switch.
or switches
So
and
from router LAN port, one cable connected to your local network means switch,
uplink. Like,
uplink. From switch, we can extend your network. Switch to one more switch and one more switch, and here some devices are connected, here some devices are connected, here some devices are connected. Like,
code switch. Like,
yeah. So from router LAN port connected to local network. That LAN port type can be Ethernet, or it can be fast Ethernet, it can be gigabit Ethernet, it can be 10 gigabit Ethernet. It depends upon your model number. It depends upon your router category. So basically, we have three type of categories. Usually we discuss about Ethernet, fast Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet. So this all comes under LAN port actually.
sir, one thing, sir.
Yeah, please.
From s- router to switch, can we use modular like and so OFC cables can we use, sir? Like we have,
Router to switch. Yes,
yeah.
if router port is supporting for 10 gigabit port optical fiber, then insert a module and you can connect. Yes.
Okay. And one thing, sir, that all these Cisco routers means we need to take care the memories also means we need to if suppose that RAM is not up to our requirement, then can we increase that RAM?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that hardware has to be compatible maximum. Then you can upgrade. You can add the RAM also.
Sir, in all three routers we can improve means we can upgrade or only in ISP router or any branch router.
ISP router, head office router, branch routers are it can support some maximum RAM. I mean, when you purchase a router, it will
Mhm.
come default.
Okay,
This
we
is RAM
can.
512 GB, 512 KB,
Mhm.
24 KB. So it will come some default memory. So that only have to use actually.
Okay, we cannot increase it, sir, right? When we needed it.
Depends upon the models, how it has been supporting. If some devices are supporting, you can add, you can increase. Or
Mhm.
if it is fixed, it is a fixed only.
Means there is no any specific criteria. Means no any specific category in this we can only increase and
No, no, no,
mm,
not like that.
right, sir.
Yeah. And WAN ports are, first let me complete the LAN port.
Okay, correct, sir.
LAN interface, RJ45 ports. So these are the LAN ports. Fast Ethernet. Routers having RJ45 to connect router to the LAN. LAN port types are this type of ports. Next, WAN ports. WAN ports are serial ports. In WAN ports, we have two types of categories. One is normal, normal serial and smart serial. Normal and smart. Normal serial is 60 pin female port.
Okay.
Smart serial is 26 pin female port. You can see here, this is the first one. This is normal serial. Okay, means this port having 60 pins. Second one is smart
Yeah.
serial slot. It is having 26 pin. But in one slot, how many ports are there in normal serial?
60.
No, I'm not asking pins. I'm asking the port.
One port only, sir.
Complete in one slot, one port, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, starting number serial 0. See, Cisco, generally we count numbers from 1, 2, 3, right?
Hmm.
But in technically we need to count from 0,
Zero.
0, 1,
Yes,
2,
sir.
3 like this.
X
So
zero.
serial 0, only one port.
Yes, sir.
But in case of smart serial, in smart serial slot, how many ports in one slot? How many ports are there?
Two.
Two ports. Serial
Zero.
0, serial 1. So this is the difference between smart serial and normal serial. If you purchase one normal serial slot, we can connect it to how many branches?
One branches only.
One branch only. One ISP only can connect it. But if you purchase a smart serial slot, in one slot, how many ports you are getting? Two
Two
ports.
branches, two slot.
Two branches we can connect. Two service providers we can connect now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now outdated normal slots are outdated. Is not smart only. So serial ports are used for WAN connectivity purpose. Serial ports are available as 60 pin female connector. Smart serial 26 pin female connectors. Is the difference between normal and smart. Clear?
Clear, sir.
And next type of port is admin port. So admin interface are
Consoles.
two ports. One is console port
Management.
and auxiliary port. See, basically, when you purchase a brand new router, routers do not have a default configuration.
So,
No IP address, no passwords, no configuration. On top of that, your LAN and WAN ports are by default state is shut down. LAN ports is shut down state. Even your WAN port is also
downstate.
shut down. By default, all ports in the router are shut down state. So then how to configure router now?
Console.
So for first time, for initially want to configure, we have to use admin port,
Yes, sir.
which is console port.
COM cables.
So connect the console cable from a router console port to your PC and using some softwares, which is PuTTY software, Hyperterminal, Teraterm, we can provide the basic configuration. So console port for initial configuration and advanced troubleshooting purpose. This port we can call management port. We are managing router through this port only. Like you want to active this port from management port you can do. You want to down it port through management port you can do. Like you have configured passwords for security purpose and you forget it, you want to recover it, then through management port. Like complete router troubleshooting and to upload or to upgrade ISO file, your operating system need to upgrade, firmware need to upgrade through management port. So the most important port in the router is
Console.
console port. But this console port is for local administrator. Like network admin should be connected locally. Like admin is in remote location. So router is in one location, admin is working in the remote location. So remotely you want to take the control of this router. Then
Single
auxiliary port. Console port for local user, local admin. Auxiliary port for
remote.
remote admin. But the thing is, auxiliary port connectivity would be like this. From auxiliary port to dial-up modem. Remember early days we have this mechanism dial-up modems for BSNL, right?
Yes.
And dial-up modem to telco exchange office to internet. Internet user remote admin is connected, then you can take a remote login. But this setup and equipment is outdated, dial-up modem, right? So we are not using
Yes.
much aux report nowadays. We have other alternate options to take remote login through SSH or
SSHS
telnet
terminate.
Yes, this protocols we use actually. But locally, like we use console port to configure. These two ports are admin ports. Console port is a local administrative port, RJ45 type. It is used for initial configuration and advanced troubleshooting. It is the most important and sensitive port of the router. Most important port means complete router management is done through console port only.
Yes,
If
sir.
someone has access, for example, Atul, if
Yes, sir.
Atul have access to so and so router, says router 1 and says LAN port, and Mr. Atul is connected here. He log into router via which type of port, Atul, you log in?
Console port only, sir.
No, no. Now here, as per this diagram,
Yeah.
you log into via which port?
Admin
LAN port.
line port.
Via LAN port, you log in.
Yeah.
Means you log in via LAN port means you don't have complete control
Admin.
of router
Yes, sir. Right.
because you log in via router LAN port. If router LAN port IP address is removed, then can you access router?
No, sir.
No. If LAN port is shut down, if LAN port is down, can you access to router?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Uh, Abdul, can you hear me? Let's say Abdul Ahad. He has access to router through WAN port. From remotely, this user, Mr. Abdul, is logged WAN port. Even if you log into router 1, you don't have a complete access, complete control of the router because if WAN port IP is removed,
Mm.
connection lost. If WAN port is down, connection lost, right?
Yes, sir.
Agree?
Agree.
Right. If Raj Kumar can you hear me?
Yes.
So Raj is connected to console port. Then if LAN port is down, WAN port is down, LAN IP is removed, WAN IP is removed, so Raj is connected to R1. So Raj can having full control of the router
Yes, sir. But locally.
locally only. Atul is a junior network admin, junior engineer. If Atul knows the console port password, then you also can access router and do something changes now, right?
Yes, sir.
So console port always should be very high secured. The most important actually. If someone has access to console port, he will take a control of router and he can do maintain it. So that is the point here. It is the most important and sensitive port. So sensitive port means like uh, don't insert, I mean plug in, plug out multiple times. So when you go for customer location, what some people will do is a cable, if you insert some hardly, like forcefully you're inserting and removing, inserting, removing multiple times. So if you do like that, so inside that console port, there will be very sensitive copper plates will be there, very thin. That will be damaged. Once if it is damaged, it will be no use of that port actually.
Yes, sir.
Sensitive port. Okay.
Yes.
Don't deal with the hardly. So deal with the softly. So that RJ45 jock, you have pin, press the pin and remove, insert. What some people, if some people don't know, they'll hardly plug out, right?
Yes, sir.
So this type of hard actions will damage your port actually. Okay. There's a console cable. We use this cable to initial configuration purpose. If you don't have this type of port for your laptop, purchase this DB9 converter.
Very kind.
So it converts to RJ45.
Yes.
Or console cables are available in USB also. RJ45 to USB is available. And C type pin also. Like this you can connect. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Auxiliary report. Remote administrator, like dial-up connectivity is required. Like this, we can connect.
Sir, one thing, sir.
Yes.
We want to, suppose I'm the remote user, sir. I'm not inside the office. I want to access this router, sir. So I need our firewall of IP, or I just connect to with our
Router IP.
router IP.
The router IP can be LAN port IP. It can be WAN port IP. Using that any LAN and WAN, you can access it. Okay. Next.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Uh, in router, some port will open or open now. Router
Huh?
will. I access the router in outside. My office router will port will open now. Remote router option will be there now.
Remotely, you want to log in, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you can use Telnet and SSH services for remote login.
Okay.
Yeah. Locally, want to access, you can use this console port.
Okay.
Remotely from remote location, so we need to configure that remote login protocols, which is Telnet or SSH.
Okay.
Then from remotely, we can operate it actually.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So VPN is not required, right? For connecting with the aux port.
VPN, that is security issues. It is not mandatory. If you want to provide network security, VPN or no need or not required actually. So point number 7, we'll continue with internal components, like inside of the router, what type of components do you have? So router internal components are RAM. See, for LAN port, router LAN port is, let's say, is a fast Ethernet port number 00. For this LAN port, I have assigned one IP address, which is 10.0.0.1, and LAN port is up. There is one WAN port 0. Assign I have IP address 1.1.1.1. There is WAN port 2, which is serial 1. Have assigned IP address 2.2.2.2. And inside the router, I configured some protocols like RIP protocol and some any VPN I have configured. So some configurations I had done. These all configurations primarily will stored in RAM. See, simple example. I have opened one notepad in my computer. I'm writing something. So this notepad will be opened, I mean, storing in RAM or in hard disk.
Primarily, it is storing in RAM only.
Primarily storing RAM, correct?
Yes, sir.
Same. So if we configured IP address, it's stored in RAM. If we configured any configuration, like all configurations primarily will stored in RAM, in router also. Like I have opened PowerPoint page. You open in RAM. Have open Notepad. Open in RAM. Have open Paint pages. Open in RAM. All running configurations will be open in RAM actually. Now what suddenly if my laptop is been shut down? Later I have opened. I have powered it on. Can we get back the same files?
No, sir.
Why?
Because it's primary, not permanent, sir.
Right. So all files, the files which is stored in RAM, once it's been powered off, we don't get back. It is erased because RAM is
Volatile.
volatile memory.
Sir.
So RAM required power supply to store the information. As your power, your laptop is shut down, then no power supply, it will be erased empty. So same like that, your all configuration part will stored in RAM. What if your router has been shut down? If router is rebooted, if router has been restarted, so can we get is all the configurations back? No. So RAM is temporary storage component, but it's primary and file name. RAM file name is running-config. So your all configurations will stored in this file, running config files. Then we required what? Permanent storage. These all configurations should be saved permanently. In computers, we have a hard disk, but in routers, we don't have a hard disk. We have one more type of RAM in routers, which is NVRAM, non-volatile RAM.
Yes, sir.
So NVRAM is similar to hard disk. This NVRAM file name is startup configuration. Startup-config. So all configurations will stored in where? RAM. Then what we need to do? We need to copy all configurations from RAM to where?
NVRAM.
NVRAM. Then your configuration is permanently saved. So technically, from where to where we need to copy? Running config to
Start.
startup config. If you're not saved, if you're not copied, if your router is up, then no problem. So once your router has been down, then we can lose your all configuration part actually. The best one is every time you copy the configurations from running config to startup config. I'll tell you how to copy it. Okay. Next thing is how routers is booting up, boot instructions. Even your PC is also booting, right? Like for PCs, booting is based upon what?
BIOS.
BIOS. So this is programmed. This BIOS program will be stored in a chip called what?
ROM.
ROM. So similarly, a router also booting with program called bootstrap program. Boot program called bootstrap. program. So this program is stored in ROM chip. Like your computers works with OS, Windows, Linux like. Similarly, a router also works with OS. That OS is iOS, Inter-Network Operating System. Only for iOS file, only for operating system, there is one special memory called flash card. In flash memory, iOS will store. In ROM, boot program will stored. In NVRAM, your permanent configuration will be stored. In RAM, your running config, which is temporary storage. So 4 different type of memories are available in routers. So each component have different type of files. So what type of files will stored in RAM?
Running config.
Running config, which is temporary files, and primary will be stored. So what type of files will stored in NVRAM?
Startup.
Permanent configurations. But we need to copy from RAM to NVRAM. And then what type of files will stored in ROM?
Boot up files.
Boot instructions, boot program. Okay. So flashcards,
OS. Operating.
OS, operating system. Like iOS files will store here actually. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But these iOS files will store in only iOS will work in only Cisco devices. ISO, this iOS file, if you try to install in any HP other vendor, don't be work actually. So iOS is Cisco proprietary. It works in only for Cisco. Even for different models, we have a different files. Like 2600 series router will support only 2600 actually. Okay.
So how to upgrade it, sir? Suppose if we got the new firmware up.
Yeah. See, if you have a licensed with Cisco,
Yes, sir.
then Cisco ask you to upgrade and Cisco will take care about it. Cisco team will take care about it. Or if you don't have a license, then we need to do manually. I'll tell you how
Yes.
to upgrade and how to do these things actually. Means simple. Take a updated file from the Cisco website to your local device and that you can upgrade. But if it is a licensed version, then automatically when you connect it to internet, the firmware will update automatically with a specified time slot. You can do it. Okay. Zeller internal components. Internal components of a router. ROM, flash memory. So ROM contains bootstrap program, which is similar to BIOS of your computer. And flash memory, iOS is stored. That iOS Cisco proprietary. NVRAM, RAM. NVRAM is similar to hard disk. It is known as permanent storage. Startup configuration stored here. Main memory, temporary storage, running configuration file. NVRAM is startup config files. RAM is running configuration file. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
All right. Excuse me. So today we'll see one basic practical actually. Lab 1. Lab name is same network communication, IPv4, and IPv6. This is our lab name actually. Okay.
Yes, sir.
First I'll give the diagram, then you can understand this. Task is this. Device 1, device 2, device 3, like 3 devices, plus 3, 6 devices, plus 6, 12 devices. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What's the task? Number of pieces. How many pieces we required for this lab?
12.
12 basics. And I'm connecting to switch. Device 1, device 2, device 3, device 4, device 5, device 6. So switch name is switch A and devices are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 devices. So first 6 devices are connected to switch A. Like next 6 devices are connected to switch B. So device 1, device 2, device 3, 4, 5, 6 devices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 devices. So whenever you're practicing, you practice same like this. So every device must have a names. This is very, very important. Okay. Computer, give the name device 1 or device A or something, whatever you are, you can use it. So how many switches required here?
2.
2.
2. How many cables required?
12.
Plus one uplink from switch A to switch B connected. How many devices, how many cables required?
13 now.
13.
13 now. Okay. Done. Now IP address, I started assigning IP address for first switch A, first computer 192.168.1.10. For second computer 1.20, I mean 192.168.1.20, 1.30, 1.40, 1.50, 1.60, like this. So all 6 devices are in, what is the network ID?
192.168 1.0.
1.0 network. Okay. Now, switch B users have assigned IP address in 192.168, 2.10, 2.20, 2.30, 2.40, 2.50, 2.60. Now, switch B 6 devices are in which network?
Different networks are actually.
192.168,
2.0.
2.0. Done. So next task is
IP.
switch A pieces should be 192.168, 1.0. Next, switch B PC should be in 192.168,
2.0.
2.0. Now thing is, switch A, all 6 computers, will they communicate each other?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Why?
Because they
Because
are
they are in
same networks, sir.
same network.
Because they are in same network. Perfect. Switch B, all computers, all 6 computers, will they communicate each other?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Because they are in
Same
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 network.
network.
Switch A users, switch B users, will they communicate each other?
Yes,
No.
sir. Yes, sir. Through router.
See, through router or through firewall, it is not question. As per this diagram.
No.
No, sir.
No. No.
No. Why? So
Because they are in
switches
the
don't have a mechanism to enable communication between 2 different networks. Switches is a layer 2 device. So
Yes.
switches can't understand IP address, it can work with the MAC address. So here no router now, so they don't communicate each other.
Yes, sir.
So this is our task. So when you check communication from first to switch A computers, they can communicate. So when you check communication between the 6 switch B 6 device, they can communicate. But if you try to check communication from switch A device to switch B device, even there is uplink from switch A to switch B, still they don't communicate actually because different network.
Different network.
Do you know how to check communication?
Yes, sir. Ping.
Ping. So from PC1, open the command prompt and ping space your neighbor IP, neighbor IP, line by line. You can check. Select destination IP address. Okay. So this is what I'm doing is in desktop, I'm creating one new folder as CCNA August 8 AM 2022 batch. CCNA August 8 AM 2022 batch. Or what you do is you create your own folder. Your name, it can be any name. You just create one new folder in the desktop. Then every files should be saved in this folder. Like when I'm explaining any slides, if you feel something important, take a screenshot and save it to there, that folder. Like this is a lab diagram, take a screenshot and save in that. Okay. Or inside that folder, you create again subfolders, class folder, lab folder. In class, if you feel any important, like in screenshot, all screenshot here, related to class and related to lab files. Like you create some documentation for these classes all. So this documentation, these files will be help you when you're preparing after some time actually.
Yes, sir.
Should we do it?
Yes, sir. Doing.
Yeah. Say after middle of the training, I'll ask anyone randomly to share your screen and show. You should show your diagrams and your no practicals, everything actually. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So what I'm doing is I'm saving this diagram, save as and desktop CCNA 8 AM August. Yes. As what? File name
Lab 1.
lab1, same network communication IPv4 paint. Okay. Same diagram I'm taking actually. But instead of IPv4 is an IPv6. Okay. Something, any IP address you can use. 22001 colon double one double one double colon 10 for first computer. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. For switch B users, 2001 colon different network double two double colon 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So switch A PCs are in 2001 colon double one network. :/64. Switch B PCs are in 2001 : 2222 : network IDs like this. Now, switch A, all 6 computers they can communicate because in same IPv6 network. Switch B also, but no communication from switch A PCs to switch B PCs. When you ping with this IPv6, they don't communicate because of different network. So finally, to practice the lab 1, how many PCs we required?
And
Hmm?
12 pieces.
How many switches we required?
Two switches,
So 12 PCs, 2 switches,
switches,
and 13 cables, right?
13
Yes,
cables.
sir.
Hmm. When you are going to purchase it, tell me.
Packet tracer. Packet tracer as well.
See, to do the practices, we really require 12 computers, na? Two switches, 13 cables.
But sir, we are doing practical, sir.
For practical purpose only, man.
Sir, packet tracer we can use, sir.
Huh. No need to purchase?
No need to purchase. We are smart engineers, sir.
Okay, of course. So download this software, Cisco Packet Tracer Student. You can easily download, you can easily get from the internet. 12 or 13 or 20 or 40 number of PCs you can use here. So we are going to practice this in all CCNA labs in this Packet Tracer software. I'll show you one small practical. You just follow my cursor. This is in devices. If you click on in devices, you can see PC, laptop, servers, like different type of devices. Click on PC, click here. When select it, click here. Like how many PCs are required?
Sir,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces. And switch, take 2960, one more switch. And connections we required.
yes,
Basically, same type of devices. You want to connect to PC, then cross cable.
cross.
Or switch to switch, cross cable.
Cross
But
cable.
PC to switch,
Straight cable.
Straight cable.
straight cable. So here you can see this is console cable, copper straight, copper cross, fiber, phone, coaxial, serial DC, different type of cables. But we need a straight cable, correct? So take a straight cable, click on PC, use fast Ethernet, and click on switch. So switch is having 24 ports. You start from port number 1, like PC, fast Ethernet to switch port number 2. Or have one more option called automatic choose case
Yes.
connection type. You can use this also.
Yes.
Automatically it can connect actually. So connections also done. Say switch to switch cross cable. You can see
Cross
dotted
cable.
lines.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this cross cable actually. Connections are done now. Assigning IP address.
Yes.
Click on first computer, desktop, IP configuration. Open your diagram.
190.
As per diagram, first computer IP address will be 192.168.1.10. So 192.168.1.10 subnet mask. And if you can check with IP config command, you can see your PC IP address is 192.168.1.10.
Yes.
Now click on second computer, desktop, IP configuration 192.168.1.20. Like we can assign IP address. For switch B, 192.168.2.10,
2 dot.
2.20, 2.30, like we continue. Now, how to check communication from first PC?
Ping.
Can use ping to your neighbor PC, which is 1.20. From 1.10, I'm trying to reach to 1.20. So, source and destination both are in same network.
Yes.
Packet sent for, received for, 0% loss. It's communicating. But when you check with a different network, 2.10 computer,
Destination not.
from 1.10, I'm trying to reach to 2.10. Means different network.
First time.
Request timeout. Your packet is dropping because no device, no gateway. Gateway is not available. I mean, route is not available now.
Yes.
So no communication. Hundred percent loss. Sent for, received for lost 100%. Similarly, make another copy. You go file, save as IPv4. Again, one more time, save as IPv6. Like you make a multiple copies. Okay. Then every device, if you go to IPv6, here you can assign IPv6 2001 colon double one double colon 10 slash 64. For next computer, IPv6 2001 colon double one double colon 20 64. For switch B, assign in a different network 2001 colon double two double colon 10 64. Now if we check communication, ping 2001 colon double one double colon 20. Same network now, 0% loss. But when you're checking to communicate different network, double two 10. Different network, they don't communicate.
Request stop.
Request timeout. Yeah. Okay. Any more doubts?
No. Sir.
Yeah. All right. So it's all about your task for today. And Monday we'll see how to configure router. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yes, please. Hello.
Sir, are we supposed to download these tools that you use to practice?
Cisco Packet Tracer software. This is Cisco Packet Tracer student.
So okay. Sorry, hold on. I want to quickly take a
Yeah,
screenshot of.
try to download it yourself. If you're not able to, then I'll share your link. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Paris, is it a license one?
Not required. No need.
Hello, sir. Can you please
No
show
need
me
a
the slide
registration.
of
You can skip.
Stanford?
Student version will be there. Like guest version. Yeah. Hello.
Sir, in the slides, you LAN port slide, I want.
Sorry. In slides.
Sir, the LAN port, serial port slides
Ah.
you
Okay.
showed. So I want to take a screenshot for LAN port. I just,
Yeah.
yes, sir, yes, sir. Please wait. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
I just sent you a message. I don't know if there's anywhere, anyhow, I can talk to you after class.
Yeah, actually, I forget to create a WhatsApp group. Can I? I'll create by today and share the link on Monday. So from Monday onwards, we can keep touch in the group, WhatsApp group. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So do we need number or how do we?
Right. I'll share the link here. Using that link, you can add. You can join to group, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, are you there, sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, I having one question, sir.
Mm-hmm.
In Musk panel, sir, which type of router we are using, sir? In Musk panel, like that we are connecting multiple route ISPs.
Uh, what is the requirement?
I think in my office they are using three ISPs.
Yes. 5,000 series routers.
5,000 series routers.
Yeah.
So generally, sir, in Musk panel, we are using any specific criteria is there, sir?
No need.
Just based on requirement, we can just choose that routers.
Correct. That's all.
Okay, fine, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And sir, I tried to download that apps, but it is not showing on the Play Store, sir.
Which one?
Uh, Zoom technology, sir, where I can get that all the slides, that materials.
Yeah, it's there, right? Play Store.
Yes, sir.
We type Zoom Technologies app.
Yes, sir.
Zoom Technologies Hyderabad.
So Zoom Technologies Hyderabad is there. Then here it is showing multiples. Means this Zoom right, CCNA 200, 301 exam preparation, CCNA commands, learning, Cisco CCNA course, Zoom cloud meeting, network.
Yeah.
But sir, it is not showing that notes and also.
Okay. I'll check it with the team and I'll make arrange any alternate option, okay? For material purpose.
Okay, right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Please remind me in the Monday again.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Atul.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Happy weekend, sir.
Happy weekend.
Actually, sir, in the starting, I missed that two, I think, topics because I joined at 8:23, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I was working in night shift, sir, so I got some sleep.
So you join in evening, first
No,
2 days.
yes, sir. No. First,
Uh,
means today I joined at 8:23.
oh, you joined a late little
Yes,
bit
sir,
today,
today.
right? Okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir. Actually, I got sleep, so I missed some points at today, the starting classes.
Today starting, we just started with router introduction part only. Nothing, nothing much. Today only the session only for about routers.
Yes, sir.
Complete only about routers actually.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay, no issue, sir. I will put it recorded.
yeah. Okay, okay. Thanks for
Thank
that.
you, sir. Bye, sir.
Yeah, bye.
Uh, sir, before you go, sir,
Okay,
okay, I wanted to discuss you before one-on-one, but I can talk now. It's about, because I am new on this IT